Hello guys, we are welcome to another episode on Generation XYZ. I'm Selassie, and today we are talking everything fantasies. You know, growing up, there are things you've always wanted to do when you get that freedom as an adult. What are they? With me today, I have...
London the Creator.
Great.
Betty Edem, or She Boss.
And...
Monty the O's.
Okay. So welcome guys, we are about to have an interesting conversation. We are laying it bare, we are going to be real with each other, and we might as well just drop in a few regrets we've had growing up. So let's get straight into it. So guys, I know that not everybody feels comfortable mentioning their age to the world, but you can at least just give me a range.
Okay.
So Betty, tell us, how old are you?
30 there.
30 days.
Okay, you can guess from like 24 upwards.
Okay, that's fine. You?
I'm 31. I'm not ashamed of my age.
Hey, but I trying to say
Not
I'm ashamed of my
39,
age.
31.
I'm like, that's nice. It's cool.
I trying to say I'm ashamed of my age.
No, I'm not. I said I'm not ashamed of my age, though.
But Monty, how does 30 feel like?
It feels good. You know, personally, I feel like 30 is more matured. 30 is good.
30 is more matured. I dated someone who was 30.
Money.
I was the matured one.
Betty,
It's
calm
fine.
down.
No,
He's
to
sorry.
my 30, you know, I'm talking about my 30. I don't know who the person was, but my 30 is extremely matured. Because looking backwards to certain things I was doing in my 20s and looking at what I'm doing now, there's a huge gap in between. Okay. So I can feel the maturity from my side than when I was like 20. That's why I'm saying 30. My 30 is matured. I'm not talking about everybody's 30.
Okay, so
Sure,
Monty,
not your own 30.
Monty, I'll be coming to London.
London, yeah.
But I want to ask you, because you mentioned something about your 30 being more mature. That smells like regret in a way. So I'm going to move it straight forward for you. Tell us, what are the things in your 20s that make you feel like your 30s are a lot more mature? I'm very curious.
So I'm just going to correct you. I don't regret anything I did in my 20s.
Oh, great.
I have no regrets.
Yes.
Because these are stuff that I wanted to do, and I'm somebody who loves to explore. So personally, even if the thing is not good, I want to do it and see if I belong to that thing.
Okay.
So from smoking to drugs to whatever to sex, I did them all. But I now picked which ones I feel like I like. That's why I'm saying my 30 is matured, because certain things that I did, I enjoyed them. But I noticed it's not something I want to do in a
now,
lifetime.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, we get that. London the Creator.
Well, I'm in my 20s.
Oh, great.
he's a teen though.
You even look 13. That's such a cutie, your face.
You would be shocked at things I've done.
Whoa, tell us.
You don't want to know.
Oh, tell us. That's why you're here.
Oh.
Tell us.
I mean, I've basically done everything I've put my mind to.
Abuzige.
And I'm still going to do more.
Hey.
Because every year I set standards. I have to do something, so I have to.
Just a chin
this
now
year,
to
this year,
overcome
this year I want to
review.
try. Oh, we'll talk about it later.
You want to try what?
We'll talk about it. I'm sure someone will hit there.
I feel it's heavy.
It's gonna come.
I don't think it's heavy. I think it's something maybe you might have done.
But
And then
but
I'm now.
tell us, because it looks like there's some coherence here. Ma bon komo da down.
maybe
Oh
you're
no,
more.
yeah, bonko.
No, the way
But I
she
feel
just
spiritual,
cut
like
it
it's
off.
Spiritually, we are connected.
Hey, Jesus.
It's
very
Holy Ghost fire. Oh, so Betty, tell us. We would like to hear.
Betty, face me and talk.
things-
I want to
you're
hear.
You're still in your 20s, so are there things you wanted to do in your teen years that you've actually done in your 20s, or you're still hoping to do?
I think. Oh, I've already done everything I wanted to do. I wanted
Is
to
this
have
everything? You
Like,
guys give us the
everything like
composite.
what?
Have
I
you
wanted to have
tried an orgy?
piercings. I wanted to run away and stuff like that, and I think I did all that. I now have like 6 piercings. The other thing is that my mommy likes YouTube, so mommy, I'll say it off air.
Did your parents come at you when you had your piercing?
See?
I when I have my piercings, I make them heal before they see it.
Welcome to
Because
my world.
after
the same as me.
Same
after it's healed, you can't do anything about it, man.
Exactly.
Okay, so I have a contradictory story. I don't. So for me, I have a lot of piercings, and
Like how many?
Where? Show us.
my
Where?
piercings are 15 getting to 20.
Where?
Oh,
Boy.
Where?
I can see the holes dead.
Okay, now we can see the visible ones. Where else?
Hey, Betty.
Where else? Yeah, exactly. Where else?
Anyway, like I was saying, so for me, I don't have to hide anything. I would always say this to the glory of God. I have very liberal parents.
Okay.
Not that they are progressive or anything, but I just have a very cool as dad. I mean, if that's what you want, it's not hurting anybody. I'm not coming home crying that my ears hurt. He's fine with it. And he doesn't have to open his mouth to tell me I approve of this. But he's not complaining either. And I have a mom. I won't say, my mom is the kind of mom that like, oh, it's sabo, it's nice. My mom will only complain if it didn't fit me. Like,
Okay.
this thing that you've done there, the position is not nice.
Well, I actually have a
But-
liberal parent.
But you
too,
know, one of the piercings that, so I didn't even tell them I was going to pierce. I just do it, come home and my mom sees like, because of me, my mom got a nose piercing. Yeah, my mom has a nose piercing and it's very interesting. She also
How
has
young
a
is she?
tragus. Oh, my mom is 50, yeah. So with my nose, I think I've always wanted a nose piercing since I was 10 years. See, it always excites me because I used to go to Togo when I was young.
Okay.
And see, Togo, the francophone women, Côte d'Ivoire, they are very like they are not so conservative about these things. So at the border, I see women when they go for their goods. I go to Lome, the market there. I see them, the women who sell their jewelry, and it's so pretty. So like from that young age, I told myself that this thing, the hair, even if it's 100 years and I'm alive, I'm going to do it. So when I got my upper lobe and then my tragus, that's like 2017. I was just casually talking to my mom and I said, well, I was going to get a nose piercing. And she was like, she didn't have a problem. She just said, hey, your father's people, like, which is my family, my paternal aunties, are going to talk more because already they think my mom is
Like leaving you.
yeah, Shewaga, like she's so she was like, and she felt like it was too visible, like they
Yeah, like
see
it's
it.
in the face.
Great. So then fast forward 2018, I just went to do it. Then I came home, and she was like, "Oh yeah, why?" Like meaning,
I understand, but yeah.
like many a day, because she was imagining how they were able to do it. So after she was like, was it painful? I was like, no, it's not painful. Like that, my nose piercing and this piercing have been the least painful piercings for me.
Wow.
Like it
For real?
least my nose, like it was like caca. Like I
And
didn't
the
even
tragus
feel
one was
anything.
very like painful.
Painful.
Like in the night, the only thing I was hearing was like it was so hot. Like at that point, I'm like, God, this is my last.
So
But
it
eventually I
healed
did
and
others.
everything, and with time she was like, it's pretty. Like she would compliment me, it's pretty. Like, oh yeah, for you. Like when I dress up, she was like, oh, it's very nice, it's very nice, it's very nice. And that was it. My dad saw it. He didn't even say anything. He saw me one time and was like, hey, I'm always here thinking that how will you go to childbirth? And then you have all these things, oh, it will be easy. I'm not scared again. Because he doesn't understand how come I get to sit down for them to perforate all these holes on my body. And like, it's like, is it not painful? Like, oh, I'm fine. I'm not complaining, no. But yeah, I've always, and I'm so glad I did it. I got a lot of judgments. People see and they look at you in a certain light. And since when, I'm like, since staying here and mind your business. So yeah, it's one fantasy I have fulfilled. Do I regret it? Never. I go to church with it. I do everything with it. I don't care. You can have your opinions.
Period.
I have men who have walked up to me and they see my piercing and they interact with me as in like, and one person was like, see,
guys
Love.
yes. And you know,
It's not even visible. Why are you talking like? I know, but you know, with the ears are not like really a big thing.
Extra.
But when
But
the
look,
piercings
the nose-
are on your face
And they're here.
and the nose,
I actually want to do one here.
hey Betty, you kill yourself.
Yeah, and oh, now too much. It's very cute. Like
You know, the two of you,
So
your
don't
pierces.
wear
Funny enough, your pierces are proof that you didn't suffer when breaking your virginity, because
Monty.
But
Monty.
Monty, realistically,
Monty.
piercings are not actually painful.
People exaggerate.
I know.
Piercings are not. Tattoos
No,
are actually
but
painful.
Landon,
tattoos
you really
are painful.
you really can't judge for everybody. Do you know why? Because piercings is everybody.
Okay, everybody in the skin.
Yeah,
True.
How your skin reacts, even with healing.
True. 'Cause-
Like me, my piercings take 2 weeks max to
I mean,
heal.
less than that.
Some people take 6 months. I have a friend, it close.
Mine
months.
took like
It's
8
closer to-
months.
Oh, mine heals very fast.
Okay, the
Me
problem
too.
is
Mine
I
heals
always
very fast.
I always feel this pain there when I put
Touch it.
so much pressure on it. And I'm like, okay, it hasn't healed.
And you know one thing people do? They keep removing the earring to see. Just leave
I think that you have to
Just
always
leave
practice
it.
the ear care, like
Yeah.
after piercing.
So when you rub that, or but the earring that's inside, you should leave it for like maybe 3 months before you change it to whatever.
Hey, me, I honestly,
No,
me, I
within
change
2
it.
weeks,
2
I
weeks, I change it.
Within 2 weeks, I'll change it.
So that's you. You have a like me. I have a very high threshold for pain.
Okay.
Yeah. So about yeah, I do.
Thinking
But
what
would you
I'm
say
saying.
piercings are actually addictive?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Do you mind having extra piercings?
Yeah, I will if I want to.
Where else?
Over there.
London.
She said she has something strong word for pain.
I have
But
a
then
high
if she has
threshold for
15
pain.
piercings.
Where?
Where? Let us
We
know
don't
the
want to know where.
invisible
How?
ones.
Where?
When you have one, you have 2 on your nipples.
Hey. London.
Do
that's
you?
exclusive.
Yes, no. Then we move forward.
Monty,
See.
you pay for it. What is it?
Nine trick. Immediately you say 15. We can already calculate.
We are calculating ahead.
I'm thinking of nipples, belly button.
Clitoris.
I was thinking of that too, but I was trying to be polite.
Wait, do you have it there?
London, why? That's exclusive
trying to be
to whoever.
No, because 15 pairs, you can't have it here. You can't have
Exactly.
it like
Now, even my ear alone is how much?
oh, your ear alone is
Let me
like
see.
7.
Yeah, 7. So let's say, okay, she can have 7. Hey, wait.
No,
7,
yeah,
7.
like 4. And then
4? I
3.
have more
She
than
has
4
more than
piercings.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
6.
So she has like 6. Not we counted.
7, 8, 9, 10. So where's the rest of the 5?
5. So that's to like 11.
11,
12.
12, 3 no way.
13, 14,
15.
Oh,
Yeah.
do we have to explain this
See,
again?
they are crazy.
not
Moving
crazy.
on.
You are
Monty,
crazy.
you have tattoos, right? That's another
Yeah, I
part.
do tattoos. Yeah, I have tattoos.
Okay. Why did you get them?
So, rapper Lil Wayne inspired the first tattoo, which was this.
Hey, on God, I thought you were.
I thought it was a black
fell down.
spot.
And you
No, I honestly thought it was a black spot. Like
Why?
pink.
Yeah,
This was my
Lil
first
Wayne
ever
has-
tattoo at 16. Yeah,
Teardrop,
and let me
yeah.
bust your mind. I did this in class.
With what?
I was a
Matches.
visual arts student, so
Matches.
no, there was a guy who had a tattoo machine in class.
No, which
His name was
essay?
Sean, So, Galaxy International. So,
Okay.
in my class, so
Hey, did you
one day, so one day it's not picture.
Like
So one day
Sardine.
we were in class, so we do picture making, we do
That's why they can do it. It's
leather
not
works
like
and
I
stuff
can
like
do
that.
thing.
And this guy was good with tattoos. So Sean was, in class we have these guys who are older than us. So he mostly he's older. I think he was in his closely 18, 19 to 20, and he was in my class. So he mostly come to school with a tattoo machine, and he has been doing it for the guy. So one day I was like, damn, I'm going to do this. So I was there, and he used the pen to do it, and then now the machine was there. Whoa. So I went home.
Teachers.
No,
What did
it
your
was our
daddy
free
say? What did your
period.
mommy say?
Sister Margaret will come
So
and catch you.
guess what? My dad, my mom, my grandmom, actually, I told them, Mepra, I got hurt. And my dad was like, hey, what plan are you to say? I said, hey, what plan are you to say? And my mom never believed anything I say. I don't know, everybody will believe, but my mom never believes anything.
She gave it to
I
you.
think,
She
yeah,
knows who
moms
she
have
gave
an
it to.
instinct.
Because she was
That's
like,
her intuition.
when I said Mepra, I say, Aqua with Munjan. So my dad was like, hey, a crew na to say, about say, a crew no, then I show. So I'm like, oh, Mepra. So now, Obia with Prano, I feel what's happening? And then the second tattoo was the star.
Oh, Oh, lovely.
And then so
Is
I
there a
had these
reason for that,
scars.
sir?
And then the
Yeah.
third one was a larger one here. And then the recent one was the 11 birds.
I want to ask a question.
What?
When they were doing it, did they shave your hair off?
So they shaved just a little portion to get it clear, the same here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Was it painful?
Tattoos hurts.
Wow, yeah.
You know,
How
it's
long,
not like-
how long does
so-
it take for them to heal?
Oh, it depends because mine heals so fast.
Okay.
And thankfully, the most painful tattoos were the birds one, the silhouette of birds. And that one is more like the shades were deep according to the design. So, that was the most painful tattoo and where it was on the bones. You know, but these ones, it took 2 hours to do it and within 2 weeks to heal. But it takes about a month for the wound to peel off so that you can get this.
Oh.
So,
My mom still is confused, like, where my piercings are. Because when I take selfies, like, I always use this side. So she always thinks, because on the selfie, looks here. So when I go to the house, then she's like, I've heard that you've pierced. Then like, first, I didn't even have any hair. And I'm like, oh, mommy, just on the lotion. But not knowing it's here. But before I got my piercing, I asked them that. I told them now, like, Mom, do you like tattoos or piercings?
It's a very
Which one?
communicate.
I didn't communicate that I'm going to get piercings.
No,
So
but
I
you
just
just
asked.
in the water.
I asked that tattoos or piercing, which one do you prefer? And they opened their mouth, oh, they prefer piercing, not tattoos, dear. The next minute I was like, okay, then let me get the piercing since you guys are, so that when they ask me, when they ask me, I'll be like, but you guys said that you like piercing
More
than tattoos.
Yeah.
That's how I got away with it. But before they see my piercing, then I've made it heal. So that even if you see me, yell at me and everything, and you make me take it off, there's still a hole there.
Cheers.
Yeah, so you don't have tattoos, Betty.
No.
Do you hope to get one?
I don't think I'll do tattoos.
why are you doing
I'm not doing.
What of you? You don't have tattoos, London?
Piercings over tattoos. I don't know. I feel, like he said, I feel tattoos are painful.
I'm not gonna lie, they hurt.
Tattoos
Okay.
hurt, and also honestly, with piercings, I can always make away with them. Like, oh, I can just decide one day and then take
That
them
you
off.
have.
And I
walk
like
free.
piercings because I love jewelry.
Me too.
Well, I also
Love
do love
coming
jewelry.
to that.
Like, that's why I
Yeah.
have it.
Anytime I'm wearing it, because I'm like, oh, this is not enough. How can I
Yeah.
add? So I'm like, this is not enough. So you see my earring, like, it's
You keep changing,
complicated.
I love jewelry. So.
Well, but tattoos, I can't stand the whole laser process if I want to remove it. But I think something I want to do this year, I'm still thinking, I'm in the thinking process. I want to have a tattoo, but I want to have a reason to have a tattoo.
That's too great.
Yeah, you must have
I think
Me.
Betty just
When you
like
break
that.
my heart, then what do I do with the tattoo? I mean, I don't want to be like those people who tattoo like people's names and then later.
And
They
it's
have,
temporary.
like, they have very...
Because I feel like after tattooing the person, when you guys break up, what happened to the tattoo? You now have to shade on the. No, I'm
So
not
I
ready
saw
for
this
that.
meme where the girl tattooed John. John on her arm. And she said she's looking at her, and apparently the boy she tattooed, they are no more together. And she said she's looking for a boy called John. And somebody in the comments and she said she should just add
At the back.
316 to it. John 316.
I mean, that's good.
So that you just at least if God sees it in heaven on judgment day, God will know that at least it was for him. So for me, I don't have tattoos. And
Would you want to have one?
yes, I want to because from 2020 till now, I found the reason. I don't know, but I've always appreciated my parents a lot.
Exactly.
But
That's what I'm also.
from during lockdown till now, I've experienced adulthood, and bro, I have a deeper sense of appreciation and love for them. Like, it has skyrocketed.
Trust
So
me.
sometimes, and I'm not going to lie, I'm in a stage of my life where I see my parents aging every day, and not that the worst could happen. I could wake up one day, God forbid, and hear they are dead. So sometimes I feel like
You have to get
tattoos.
married.
No, married, bang.
Marriage is too soon.
You too, come on, yeah, Piscals in marriage.
Hey.
For another day.
So,
Exactly.
so I feel like you said, you need to have a reason for a tattoo. This is my body. That's what my spirit resides in. I own it. This is my body. So yes, I don't want to wait for them to die
Before you
God
have
forbid,
them.
before I feel like I need to immortalize them somewhere whilst they are alive. So the tattoo I want to do, I don't know when. Yes, I want to write their
Names on
the
them.
names I call them for, like my pet names for them.
Oh, okay.
And I have a favorite part of my body. I'm looking to put a rose there.
Which is
Where?
Oh, you people.
let us know.
My bum. I love my bum so much. It's soft and bubbly.
So that's where you're going to put your parents' name.
No. Moti, why?
No, I'm just asking.
I want to put a rose at the favorite part of my body,
Okay.
so that
If you're a
my
gentleman
husband-
out there,
my
her
husband,
favorite part is her.
because it's soft and bubbly, so that my husband will enjoy them.
You can ask the director. My bum is very soft.
Your bum is very soft.
Don't you know?
Where is it?
Where's the bum?
So guys, so
No, I'm like, where's the bum?
Where's the-
Where's the bum? No, I can't see any
she's
bum. Where's
sitting
the
on it, Monty. So I think tattoos and piercings, we've exhausted that. On sexual fantasies, we are adults, aren't we? On sexual
We're adults with a teenager.
Yeah, millennials.
Oh well, I'm not a millennial. I'm a millennial slash a Gen Z. Yeah.
Okay. Me too.
Like I
me
fall
too.
in between. I fall in between. So
Yeah. So I was talking to while I was in school. I was talking to someone who was way younger. He was 20, and I asked him. Oh, he was trying to move to me. No, not talking. Like we're chatting. Like
you were talking to. I was like,
Hey,
hey,
no.
you are there, pal.
So we were just chatting, and he was up and he was trying to move to me. I said, I'm your big sister. Oh. I can pound people for you to eat, so I beg.
Age is just a number.
I beg you. I don't do sugar.
Age is just a number.
I beg. And then he was like, and he actually said it in Chi. He was like, it's us. One my day where I bomb you. And I was like, well, see, hey.
Fast forward.
You know what? Like my
he
sexual
nagged.
fantasy is, like he's always wanted to bang a woman older than him. And I was
And
like,
he did it?
They were from me. Sorry. No, come on.
I mean, it's
Alan.
see. Age is just a number. It's experience that we're looking for.
So that also turns me off because I won't sleep with someone younger than me.
You know, people who talk like you end up with people younger than them.
Oh no, not for Ghanaian. It's just a number.
Monty, you've hit a spot. Don't
What
make
did
me
he
cry.
Monty.
Sexual fantasies. What's the wildest thing you've done?
Done.
Why
When it comes to
would I
like-
tell you?
In your, oh,
Why must I say
you are
that?
not telling us. So, you are
So why won't you tell yours
Oh,
before
Betty, why
me?
you
Oh,
making
me,
it like
honestly,
this?
like, see, let's be.
Tell
I
your
think
family.
someone has actually arranged for a threesome, and I have actually been there and I've watched them.
My dear.
I have watched people
It's
do
a
that.
lie. It's a
I actually
lie.
watched
No, I
so-
believe.
no.
I believe him because I have watched people do
Men
that in
of
my
the same
face.
feathers.
Oh no, like
No.
okay, so the thing is
Yo,
the
my
person
life is
so
wild.
we arranged that, oh, okay, sure. So babes, like blah blah blah, we're going to do this. And I'm like, sure, my mind day. And then this person tells you that, oh, how about we spice this thing up?
Hey,
Let's go freakier.
Onga, Lele?
Let's go freak. Let's go freakier. I mean, let's spice it up, you know. Let's add an external person and see what will happen. Because you know, sometimes when you try, it's like the multiple of times you try something new in relationship and it's in sex, it makes it last longer. I don't know how true that is, but
longer.
like I say, like your bond with the person is like
threesome.
So hold on. And then I agreed. Wait, I didn't even agree. I was like, hey, I'm confused. So I'm going with this friend of mine. I'm like, let's go and let's see what happens. And it's not like this person that I'm in a relationship with, we are actually doing something. It's not like an actual relationship, we're just in the talking stage. But you know Ghana now, even if you're in the talking stage, you can do things.
Yeah.
Exactly. So already we are doing our turn.
Because we're consented.
So when we got there, and I'm like, oh, I'm sleepy. So let's see what happens. And my friend agrees to do stuff. So because of that, I'm not with the person. Well, I mean, no, technically I agreed for the whole, but then I just...
You know that thing where they say that you think you are in charge and you go and they Pascal.
See, that is the fear when it comes to threesome. Like I think from that experience,
They kick their
I can't
coach out
stand
of the
the
game.
fact that maybe I'm having sex with a
And-
partner,
yeah.
and then my partner suggests that, oh, let's have another person.
They've been doing it.
And then what if
He
the person
enjoys
I
the
bring,
other person more
if
than
she
you.
enjoys the other person that I bring, my Lucy game.
Landy,
I
you've
know, right?
lost one
Yeah.
already.
Exactly. So
I
I'm
think
not
I watched
ready.
a movie like that.
So I'm not
They
ready.
were married
I'm not ready for
and they
that.
did
And-
threesome. They traveled outside the country and they did a threesome. Like from then, the husband was always inviting a girl over.
See,
But,
is
like,
it
by the
something-
time
Wait,
the
is
wife
it the
comes to
movie-
the house,
is it the
then
movie called
there's a
Love?
girl in
Is
the
it the
in
movie
the room
called
waiting
Love?
for them. I don't know the title. But
Yeah, because
But you
I can't
know,
see the, and then
someone
orgies
actually- someone
are
actually
too
said on
extreme
Twitter-
for me. Orgies are too extreme for me because I'm like, wow, so many people having sex.
No.
I think Selassie will enjoy that.
Please.
And how about you?
I think you will enjoy that.
Which one do you enjoy?
Me.
Oh no, me, I'm very selfish. Please.
Oh, since you're selfish, tell us some of the craziest things you do.
I'm not really that crazy.
So what's
Yum
the most
knows I'm
freakiest
a
thing you've
virgin.
done? That's so a lie. What's the most freakiest thing?
Honestly, unfortunately, I can't say the most
Have you
crazy
tried
thing.
sex on the beach?
She played the fifth.
See, that response alone means she's done
She
it.
played the fifth.
So yes, and then I'm sure the
Have you
son
done
and
that?
oh wait.
Have you what? No, has she what? Has she? The question again, has she what?
Sex on the beach, and she's like,
come
and she's like,
on.
oh, that's normal.
No, I didn't
she's
say-
like,
oh.
she's like, that's normal. Tell me the freakiest.
It's a no.
Why?
No, some do you know
I
Monty
feel like the
people
sun-
after
I'm wondering how I'll
no
do that.
Monty
The
after
sand.
relax after
Oh, but no,
the person
you might think that there's
when-
sand, but when you're in the moment,
with-
forget
no,
it.
that's what I'm saying. After
'Cause you
I
know,
and the
honest-
person
Hey, you and
together
the person. Me
anymore.
agreed that you did it.
I was sitting on one and hey.
Did I ever
So
do this?
like, hey, I wasn't thinking then. So if the sun had entered my pom pom, but like, Charlie, at that
See,
moment,
at that moment, you can't think, oh. Have
you
you,
don't
like,
do
have you ever
planning.
gone to
It's
the club and then you met a
spontaneous.
girl and then you feel like this girl is so cool, she's beautiful, oh, she's grinding nice, and then all of a sudden you forget yourself and tell this person, let's hook up, and then there's no possible space than the parking space and giving her head.
Giving her
Wait,
head.
are you describing your?
No, I'm giving
It
like,
happens.
have you done that?
First
You know,
it happens.
technically you feel like, oh, she hasn't taken her bath. She hasn't taken her
Her
bath.
bath.
I'm not going to do, but I have done that.
And you see, I said it. He was describing his thing.
And like we said, I
Ew,
mean, these
so how
things
did it
then, they
taste?
don't define who you are as a person.
Charlie, that
Like
one
I
is not
said,
really tell
I've
the
always
taste.
maintained, you see the way Monty said his 30s feel mature. I feel like there are some things that come with age.
Yeah,
Being
yeah.
a young person.
True.
Sometimes you don't even plan to do some things. It's
And
just
then-
by the kind of association you find yourself
The number
in,
of things I've told myself.
the
I
kind of
won't
things
do.
you read.
That's
Let's
why
be
I'm not
honest.
surprised
Let's
the
be
producer
honest.
is surprised.
You see, Indomie, there was a time Indomie broke forth on the market. I mean, the noodles we eat in Indomie. Right now, I enjoy Indomie a lot. But I know that in 3 years or 4 years time to come, I won't eat Indomie because it's not a healthy lifestyle habit.
Well, I think when it comes to
Good.
age too, another thing
Yes.
too that you'll regret. I don't think it's regret,
Yes.
but then you cut off. You know when you are like at your younger age, like
You have
you're
a lot of
bubbly, so
time
many
on
friends.
hand, yes.
But now it's
Oh,
like
They're
that's
always
my
about
life.
adulting.
Yes.
Adulting will
That's
just be
my life.
hurting you so.
That's
left,
my
right,
life.
right.
Like now, I can't. Oh God.
Even with your friends that you talk to, do you know certain things you do as a young person, you don't do them because you want to. And it's not like you want to feel belong to, but well, everybody is doing it. Just your subconscious following. I have a
Is it
friend
like
in the
peer pressure?
US.
No,
Not
that's-
peer
Not really
pressure.
peer pressure,
Because
but
your
like-
friend hasn't said let's do it.
Like
I have-
everybody being
see,
like, okay, let's
Monty,
do it.
I have friends when I got my piercings, okay, especially my traggers. I had friends who just because I posted a video said, hey, so let's see a fatal with the
Yeah, I think I've also influenced people to get
I know
piercings
me, a
without
lot
knowing.
of people.
No, funny enough, all my
Sometimes I
friends
sit
are
in
like
cars.
complete opposite of me.
See, I meet older women
So
in
I'm
cars
confused now.
who ask me, so
Plus,
how did you treat
I think
it? It's very nice.
influencing
I'm
also
giving
comes
my the
into
person
play. How
People-
you influence, because I think even from just a common post, I have influenced people into piercing and bleaching their hair.
Oh, honestly, your hair is very nice.
you should have seen
Do you
it
get
in
it?
December.
Like, and see, in December, the number of people that asked me, how did you get your hair dyed?
tell,
And in
tell
my
them,
head, I'm like,
tell them I complimented you.
baby, you told me you wanted to follow me home.
Hey, it be live. It's a shower season, but please, I've not started yet. Grr.
Your hair-
Okay, what's your body count?
Hey.
Oh, you too. Both of you to think I even have sex. I'm a virgin.
She's lying.
Heaven is the ultimate.
How
goal.
can
Heaven
you
is
how
the
can
goal.
you pierce like
No,
how can
wait,
you pierce that heart and keep that piercing to yourself?
How can you tell us? How can you tell us?
though.
How can you tell us? You had sex on the beach and you
Did
regret
I open
it,
my
and now
mouth
you are
to
saying
say?
that
Did I open my
saying
mouth
that
to
you were
say?
a virgin.
Did I open my
What's
mouth
What's
to
your
say?
body count?
Oh, man, you
Heaven
too.
is the
I was
ultimate
supporting
goal.
you.
What's your body count? What's your body count?
London, start with you. Tell us.
Me, I've lost count too.
Hey,
I've lost count. Like it's not like I've lost count. Like I can't count. Too.
just say atra.
You have to live the moment.
Hey.
All right. Do any of you regret what you've done?
No, I don't think
I don't regret anything. No.
Selassie.
I don't regret, but I think
The only regret is going back to an XB.
if maybe
This thing.
Yeah, I
about
know.
it
Maybe
now.
I know. Maybe some. Yeah, I'm going to say like maybe.
The only regret
See, I wouldn't say I have regrets, but I think that I would have thought about some things more before I actually
Like
did
sex
it.
on the
Exactly.
beach.
Oh no, I totally enjoyed that. Come
And you
on.
were a virgin. How does that even?
Oh,
Anyway.
two truths can coexist.
Hey, imagine
right?
she's not a virgin. She won't do sex on the beach. She will do something extreme.
Sex in the factory.
Leave them, which I did. So guys, I'm saying that I don't regret, but I
Which
think that if now I would have given a lot more thought to it in the sense that there are some things that you do in the spur of the moment because but you need to understand that as a human being your emotions are fleeting. Your feelings are not always rational. Yes, it's okay to live in the moment, but if you live based on that rule, you realize
might
that
regret.
you do a lot of things that ideally you might not regret, but
true.
you are not supposed to do that
Yeah.
True.
because
It's true.
for your mental health sake,
Perfect.
for emotional well-being, there are some things you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Talking
You
about
shouldn't
mental, do you
interact
regret?
with.
Not regret, but do you regret meeting certain people or keeping them?
Oh yeah,
Wow,
that one
come
I regret.
on.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
most
When you
regret.
realize that
That's
it's
the top
called-
That's like I think I don't have any
for
regrets
every-
from
Top.
my piercing, my bleach. Like I don't even
No.
care
No,
what society
I don't
says.
have- I don't
but
have-
with friends, people in my life, no.
I don't have regrets when it comes to things about me.
Exactly.
Or when it
But
comes to things
Things
about
about
people.
because you realize why did you
People.
allow certain things? Why did you let this person do?
see, we've closed the show.
It's how all of you can relate for me.
We have closed the show.
So closing remarks, Monty, you won't say anything out there. To
Never go back to an ex. Simple.
That's what you regret.
Go
regret
back
it.
to some exes.
No, not Sam. None.
Nobody's giving her sex on the beach.
No,
That's why
but
she's still
wait.
identified
I want
as a
to ask
virgin.
one general thing. Do fantasies grow as you? Do fantasies? Do you add up to your fantasy? Are fantasies just things for when you are young, or when you grow, you actually have fantasies?
Fantasies
'Cause someone
lives
told me,
with
say,
you
yeah, I
entirely.
think it so.
I think
No, I think
No,
unless
it lives
you're
with
conscious,
you.
You are not really
yeah, I think it's
interested
just topsy-turvy.
Trust
There are
me,
times
your
when you want to try
fantasies
something.
changes when you grow. Right now, do you know my fantasies?
Tell us.
Going on luxury vacations.
Oh, but Monty, you are already a globetrotter.
I know that's a fantasy.
And you're
But I'm
living
in
it.
call Monaco that.
Okay, Betty.
But I think as we grow up, we start to not. I don't really have interest in most things. The only thing I want to do is wake up, work, sleep. That's it. I don't even think of anything extra aside work.
No wonder you don't remember your body count.
My final words here is that I don't regret anything, but when it comes to people, I do regret. Plus, do what makes you happy, because at a point you're going to regret not doing them and not experiencing
True.
them. And that's on what?
If you want Monty,
and
shoot
that's
your
a
shot.
Mokola Pakwe.
Do what makes you happy. Like chase after the dream
Yeah.
and forget what people say. The same people who tell you don't do what you're doing will end up loving the things you're doing. Period.
Okay, so I'm going to be like the Mother Mary giving the wise counsel on
So
top
you
of it.
will-
No, you don't get me, guys. Everything you said was perfect. All I'm saying is, in as much as you are doing everything that makes you happy, also consider the repercussions of it. Because you realize that you are doing everything that makes you happy, but with every action comes like some kind of aftermath or afterthought. So like I said, you can do it, but do it in moderation. Strike a balance, have your life together, and then do the bad betray.
And I
And
think-
also, you don't need permission from anybody. If you want to teach it, if you want to get that piercing, do it. Your mother cannot disown you. She'll talk 3 days and she'll
I
stop.
know, right? They should call you.
Go
back.
for it, guys. It was nice having all of you on.
I wish we could do this always.
Cheers to doing all the things that make us happy.
Period.
Cheers.
Cheers to an incoming orgy.
Hey, London.
I'm not cheering to this.
Cheers to that ex.
Take back my cheese.
Hey,